Welcome to Peace Talk, Life from Every Walk. This is the Intermission Series, and with this series, I just want y'all to know that I'll just get way more intimate and way more explicit with y'all. So when it comes to language, listen, this ain't for children, okay? So I shoot pool. I went and shot pool today, and I saw a guy in there who 3 years ago I had to physically put my hands on him because 3 years ago I used to care about not only what a person thought about me, but I cared about what a person called me. So let me tell y'all what happened. We, I mean, I'm in there. I come in there to shoot poo. He was already in there. So I go to a table in a corner because that's my easiest way for me to watch everything. I always get a corner so I can watch everything. So I'm in there shooting pool. I put my headphones on because I want to practice. I put my phone on the table, or not on the table, but I put my phone like on the edge of the table, and then I got a video playing. Okay, now I'm trying to imitate what I see in the video. So in the midst of me shooting, because he was this place held 50. This place had 15 pool tables in it, and they opened at 3 o'clock. I made it there at 3:45, so he must have made it there at 3:15, maybe 3:30. Who knows? But he was the only one in there. And then and me, and it was like four other people in there, but they wasn't shooting pool. They was just at the bar. Okay, cool. They at the bar. All right. So I go in there, I put my headphones on, I get a corner, I start shooting pool. He two tables down. He in the middle. He in the middle table. When I put the white ball, when I rack the balls and then put the white ball, where I want to put it, then I break. Next thing I know, he say, he do this. He try to like get my attention, so I take my headphones off. And I'm gonna need. He say, hey, I'm gonna need you to quit making all that noise. I'm like, I'm looking like, is this fucking dude serious? If you entertain a clown, you become a part of the circus. So at that point, I didn't entertain him. I put my headphones back on. I'm like, man, shut the fuck up talking to me. Put my headphones back on. This is 3 years ago, okay? 3, 4 years ago. I put my headphones back on. I start shooting. I run that rack out. I rack the balls again. I got a break. Pow! I break. Next thing I know, he come back to the table next to me. Now he at the he was 2 tables. He was 2 tables down at first. Now he at the table next to me. He got his hand on his hip. I look like, excuse me, you say something? Man, I asked you to quit making all that noise. I'm like, at this point, I'm mad. I take my headphones off and I say, this a fucking pool hall. If you want some peace and quiet, go to a fucking library. I meant that shit. My name LS, I'm Rochelle's son. This is a pool hall. If you want some peace and quiet, go to a fucking library. That's what I told him. He ain't like that. Hey man, look, I was here first. What the fuck do that got to do with anything? Because you was here first. Man, I ain't trying to hear shit you talking about. I'm about to continue to shoot pool. If you want some peace and quiet, go to a library. I don't know if he Hispanic or my mentor said he feel like he looked like he Iranian or something. I don't know. I don't give a fuck. I don't know. At that point in time, I didn't care. I didn't give a fuck because he interrupted my peace type shit. So back then, it was so easy to get control of my emotions. So man, shut the fuck up. Stop talking to me, bro. I'm here to shoot pool. I ain't here to bother you. Fuck wrong with you? Hey man, you ain't. He hit me just like this. He say, "Hey, bro, hey, you ain't about that, nigger. You ain't like that." I'm not like, what? It was the nigger that got me. He say, "You ain't like that, nigger." Now, that won't work. But back then, it was easy to get control of my emotions, and that was a way. I said, "Nigger, come outside and I'll show you what a nigger is." So he said it again. You ain't about that. So he fought. Guess who followed me outside? Yeah, he followed me outside. So I beat him outside though. And as I'm walking outside, of course, I'm looking back, seeing just to make sure he coming, seeing if he coming. And I see something shiny, like he went in his pocket and grabbed something shiny or something. I don't know. So in my mind, I'm thinking, did he just grab a knife or some brass knuckles? What was it? So when we get outside, I I flip this switch up like that. When I flip it up, it rubbed up against my pocket. He heard that. He tried to turn around and run back up in the establishment. I have so many things on me when I go wherever, right? He tried to go back in the establishment, but I catch him. God damn it. There we go. He tried to go back in the establishment, but I catch him before he get in there. He had 2 steps in the door. I got this on me too. It's my mace. That's that's for if a crowd try to surround me, but that's a different thing, different story. Anyhow, he run back in. He run back in after he hear that, and then when he get 2 steps in there, first off, if y'all know how fast I am, man, look, I grab him 2 steps into the establishment. I grab him, pick him up, earth him. Boom! It's morphin' time. Now I got the left hand on his neck. And he got both his hands now. I got him. I got front guard. I'm on top of him. Front guard. I got left hand around his neck. My right hand free, where I can punch, elbow. I can do I can do damage with this right hand. Before I could do anything. Remember I told you I was like 4 people at the bar? They run over with the bartender. They stopped me. They're like, no, LS. So I asked the bartender, hey, my coat and jacket, my keys, everything outside. Can you grab it for me? Grab it for me. Bring it to me. They bar dude. He could never come back to the establishment. It's a different establishment. They bar him. He could never come back. But he came back that day and was like, hey, you black motherfucker, come outside. So when I get ready to go back outside, because he came back, they didn't let me come. Now it's packed in there. It's waitresses and all type of people in there now. They wouldn't let me go out. Like they would not let me. So okay. So I start walking towards the door. They would not let me go out. And then one of the waitresses was like, he got a gun. He didn't have a gun though. He was reaching back there like he had one. He didn't have a gun though. He was like, you black motherfucker, come outside. He ain't say nigger then, probably because there was a lot of motherfuckers in there. He said nigger when it was just me and him. But when there was a lot of motherfuckers in there, he was like, bring your black ass outside now, motherfucker. Some shit like that. So when I was finna come outside, they didn't let me go outside. So then the police come. But police didn't say nothing to me. The police didn't even come in. The police just come and now they just in the parking lot. That's it. They never come in. So now this dude tonight was at the establishment where I was at. And I tell my mentor, I had to physically beat this guy up, a couple years ago. My mentor was like, how is he shooting pool with that big ass backpack on his back? I was like, he probably doing that because of what happened to him, them years ago. He probably now feel like he need to have every weapon in the book in his bag and have it on him, because of what happened to him a couple years ago. And my mentor was like, Oh man, you could be right. Dude left though after he played his pool match because he was in league, you know, and he left. He ain't caused no problems, which that was the best thing for him because it just would have been an instant replay. You feel me? My name LS. I'm Rochelle's son. It would have been an instant replay. Facts. So, and when I first get there, I'm 5'10", 165 pounds. It's a dude there, 6'2", 372 pounds, smelling like straight sauerkraut. How do you walk out the house and smell like that? Can you not smell yourself? I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't understand. Can you not smell yourself, sir? It was so unbearable. Have you ever something just hit your nose and you almost threw up? Nah, man, I'm dead serious. The stench on him hit my nose. Man, I almost threw up my lunch. Straight up. And this was 7 o'clock in the evening. I almost threw up my lunch when I smelled him. Oh my God. Sir, you need to go home. You here shooting pool. You need to go home. Who here with you? Because I know they smell this shit. Man, look. Oh, man. I want to ask y'all something. How many of y'all think 1 + 1 is 2? Because y'all was taught that in school. You're conditioned. You're indoctrinated. You was taught that in school. I'll wait. How many of y'all think 1 + 1 is 2? How many of y'all know 1 + 1 is 2? I guess that's a better question. How many of y'all believe 1 + 1 is 2? Okay. All right. See these tips? I put them at the end of my, raps when I wrote them. This tip plus this tip is always going to be 2 tips. I got this saying that I developed. 1 + 1 is 2 if it can't reproduce. So if you put if you put 2 men on an island, it's only going to be 2 men. That's it. That's all. You put 2 women on an island, same difference. It's only going to be 2 women. That's it. That's all. But if you put a man and a woman on that island who their reproduction system is working perfectly fine, 1 + 1 is 2 if it can't reproduce. But 1 + 1 is 3 or more if the reproduction system is on board. And I developed that. I came up with that saying to help me remember the truth. My name LS. I'm Rochelle's son. If you know, you know. 1, these 2 blunts. I put hemp inside of these. I smoke hemp with my rap, with my tips. I smoke hemp. this hemp blunt plus this hemp blunt is always just going to equal 2 hemp blunts. That's it. This pen plus this pen is always going to equal 2 pens. That's it. Because they can't reproduce. These packages, these 2, always is just going to be 2 because they cannot reproduce. 1 plus 1 is 2 if it can't reproduce. But 1 plus 1 is 3 or more if the reproduction system is on board. So if you got 2 men on an island, it's just 2 men. You got 2 women on the island, it's just 2 women. But if you got a man and a woman that's able to reproduce, then 1 plus 1 equals 3. That man, that 1 man plus that 1 woman produce that 3rd individual, which is the child. 1 plus 1 is 3 or more if the reproduction system is on board. So now tell me, when is 1 plus 1 4? When is 1 plus 1 5? I'll wait. One plus one plus one. That 1 man that can reproduce plus that woman that can reproduce. 1 plus 1 equals 4. When that man that can reproduce and that woman that can reproduce has twins. 1 plus 1 equals 5. When that man that can reproduce and that woman that can reproduce has triplets. Oh, class is in session. My name LS. I'm Rochelle's son. If you know, you know. What you were taught in school, you were indoctrinated. What you were taught in school, you were conditioned. Not me. I question everything. Because I know what I learned ain't the truth. I know. Answer me this. The highest speed limit that I've ever seen in my life was 75 miles per hour. I don't remember which highway it was. But I know I was coming from Illinois to Texas. And I saw 75 miles per hour. That's the highest speed limit I ever saw in my life. So, answer me this. It was a little uncomfortable back there. I was sitting a little weird. Answer me this. If the highest speed limit is 75, well, I seen it was 75 miles per hour. That was the highest speed limit. How come they make cars that go to maybe 300 miles per hour? Because it's a game. That's why. Because it's a game. They want you to speed so you can pay that money for that ticket. They want you to crash out and die. It helps regulate the population. Oh, you ain't know? If that's the case, then why don't they make cars that only go at a maximum 75 miles per hour? And let me take it a step further. In a residential area, you can go what, 40? I mean, no, in a residential area, you probably can go what, 30 miles per hour? And then in the city limits, you can go what, 45 maybe? Put it like this. They got vehicles that's smart, I guess. How come they don't design vehicles that when you get in certain speed limits, it don't let you go over the speed limit? Because it can detect what speed zone you're in. Huh? It's a game. My name LS. I'm Rochelle's son. If you know, you know. We were taught that there's 60 seconds in a minute. There's 60 minutes in an hour. There's 24 hours in a day. There's 7 days in a week. There's 4 weeks in a month. There's 12 months in a year. There's 365 days in a year. There's 52 weeks in a year, right? We was taught all that, right? Right? So, how many of y'all think that is 365 days in a year? I'll wait. What if I told you there's not 365 days in a year? Prove it then. If you telling me it's more than 365 days, if you telling me it's 365 days in a year, prove it. Hey, let me show you something. If you look at this, you see 365 equals 1 year. And then you see Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Those are the only days. And then I took it a step further. 365 is Sunday. 364 is Monday. 363 is Tuesday. 362 is Wednesday. 361 is Thursday. 360 is Friday. 359 is Saturday. What is 358? If you about to say Sunday again, then that right there proves that there's only 7 days in a year. It just repeats 52 times, right? Because there's 52 weeks in a year, right? If there's more than 7 days in a year, tell me what's day number 8. I'll wait. This is Peace Talk, the Intimate Series. Nah. This is Peace Talk, the Intermission Series, where we get intimate and explicit. Follow us at Ava Gym Enterprises LLC for more. And I definitely appreciate y'all and y'all time. Y'all know the mantra. My name LS, I'm Rochelle's son. And if you know, you know. Shalom.